Before you go off to Paris next week to work on a committee that will prepare our 2023 general chapter coming up in June. Of course, in the meantime, we can always enjoy reading one of your reflections from Fire in Our Hearts. Your familiar presence among us is enriched by your wide international background, giving sessions in religious formation to members of our congregation in Rome, Italy, in Malawi, and in Papua New Guinea. But for now, we're glad you're right here with us this morning, Evelyn.
Thank you, Anne, for your very gracious introduction. Before I start my reflection, I invite each of you to take a moment in silence to ask yourself, who is my family? Just a moment with that question, maybe allow the faces of your family to come to your mind and heart. Who is my family? I imagine we might have many different responses to that question, depending on the uniqueness of each one's life experience. And I suspect in each description, a sense of meaningful connection and caring is present, be it our family by birth and or our family by choice. In his encyclical Laudato Si, Pope Francis challenges us to enlarge our sense of family to include all humanity, insofar as we are, and I quote, all creatures with an infinite dignity conferred on us by our Creator. Close quotes. Supposing a positive experience of family as those with whom we feel at home, with whom we are capable of just being ourselves, no matter what that self is like at a given moment, with those with whom we are secure in knowing we are loved and cared about. And ideally, those for whom we offer that same comfort, security, and love. With these notions of family, how, in reality, can we extend that experience to all humanity? I am tempted to say it's just not possible. In fact, it's kind of absurd to even think of trying. And then I wonder, are there ways to open up avenues, maybe even tiny pathways, to move toward the vision held out to us by Pope Francis? Over the past few weeks, as I've been getting ready for this, I've been noticing several examples of ordinary people reaching out to include others as though they were family. To mention just a few. The Sisters of St. Joseph of Brentwood here on Long Island have opened up one of the houses on their mother house property to a Ukrainian family of refugees, welcoming them as though they were their own families. The staff and volunteers in our outreach office here at St. Mary's, our local parish, went out of their way to accompany one of the clients during his final illness, even to the point of helping him secure a place in Good Shepherd Inpatient Hospice in Port Jefferson, which is on the other side of the island, as though he were family. One of our staff members here at the Provincial House has been preparing meals frequently for a neighbor struggling to care for small children with severe disabilities, as she would for her own family. Now, these instances are perhaps fairly simple and workable. And I am sure that you have multiple examples in your own lives and in the lives of those around you. Then how can this sense of family play out on the much wider, even global scene? Certainly, in times of crisis, the international community offers temporary assistance on many levels, including offering ways for ordinary people to participate in the effort. Yet in the day-to-day, how would we and the broader we of the world community, how would we respond to the ongoing critical situations if we considered the folks to be family? People in Ukraine, in Syria, those risking their lives to come to Europe or to come to the United States. What if we truly believed that wisdom was created with each of them in their mother's womb, as we read in Sirach, chapter 1, verse 12? What if we contemplated their faces as we prayed Psalm 139? O God, truly you have formed me in you have formed my inmost being. You knit me in my mother's womb. I am fearfully, wonderfully made. Would we then find new and intentional ways of connecting with each other beyond our immediate experiences? Would we concretely enlarge our vision of who is my family and take action accordingly? I believe, as we have so often mentioned in our Saturday morning conversations, each action, each step toward enfleshing the vision matters. And so, again, I invite you to consider, who is my family? And be present for a few moments in silence to what is stirring in your heart.